Hi everyone, and welcome to another Simplicity Sewing tutorial. My name is Brittany J. Jones, and in today's video, we are going to be sewing pockets with facings and yokes. This is going to be a fun one. Let's go ahead and get started. In this demonstration, I'll be using pattern pieces from Simplicity 3036. I'm using pattern piece number 1, 2, and 3. The first thing that we're going to do is taking the front, and this front is right sides facing up. I have placed my markings onto the wrong side of the fabric. I'll be taking the pocket facing and I'm going to pin it onto the front, right sides facing. I'm going to match up my notch as well as my 2 circles here. So again, right sides facing. I'm going to match this up, have the raw edges even, and we're going to pin and stitch here on the slanted edge together. So go ahead and grab some pins and let's pin this in place. Again, you should have a notch here. Make sure that your notches are matching up. And once you have this pin, we can stitch in a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. And again, we're going to be stitching right here along this slanted edge. Once you have the pocket sewn on, we can go ahead and trim down the seam. Once you have it trimmed, now we can go ahead and do some understitching. With understitching, you want to stitch the seam allowance to the pocket. So make sure that you have your seam allowance going toward the pocket facing, like so. And then we are going to stitch about 1/8 of an inch away from this seam. Again, stitching only on the pocket facing and then catching the seam allowance underneath. So let's go ahead and do some understitching now. Once you have done your understitching, you want to go ahead and press your pocket toward the inside like so, and then give that another press. You do have the option to do a 1/4 of an inch top stitch right here along this finished edge if that's something you would like to do. Next, you want to go ahead and grab the side front and the pocket. So this is my piece right here. And with right sides facing, this is the right side of mine. This is the wrong side because I have my dots transferred. We're going to match it up. Matching up those dots that we transferred. The dot here matches right up to the dot that we transferred on the previous pocket, as well as right here along the side. We can go ahead and pin the curved edge of the pocket in place. Once you have it pinned, we can go ahead and stitch around the curve using a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, and then you can finish off the raw edge with your serger, pinking shears, or you can use an overlocking stitch on your machine or a zigzag stitch just to finish off the raw edge. So let's go ahead and stitch it again using a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance now. Once you have your side, front, and pocket stitched on, your inside should look similar to this. As you can see, I finished off the raw edge with my serger. And so now we can go ahead and flip it to the right side. And you want to lap the front and the pocket facing over the side front like so. Go ahead and grab some pins. And having the raw edges even along the side and the top, I'm just going to place a few pins here. Now you can go ahead and baste the side as well as the upper edge. That way all the layers stay together while you are constructing. I'm going to go ahead and baste these together now. For a basting stitch, you just want to lengthen out your stitch length to the longest length it can go. If you're not quite sure what or how to do that, please refer to your sewing machine manual. My machine goes up to a 5.0, but yours may be different. So again, definitely check out your sewing machine manual on how to lengthen out your stitch length. Let's go ahead and do a basting stitch now to baste and hold these raw edges together. Once you have basted the upper and side edge, you can go ahead and give it one final press, and then you can move on to the next step in the construction of your garment. Well, that is all for the tutorial, and I really do hope that you found it helpful. If you would like to download the PDF handout that I followed along with to make this tutorial, then check the link down in the description box. It will take you over to simplicity.com, sewing tutorials, and you'll be able to find this video and download the PDF there. Until next time, blessings everyone. Bye.